Clefheart Electronics, where robotics and entertainment intertwine. This is an exclusive internal promotional video. Stealing the following content is prohibited. Enjoy the show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first ever episode of the Inside C.H.E podcast. C.H.E obviously stands for Clefheart Electronics, which is the fictional company that created the Harmonic Animatronic project. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Styrmir. I am the founder and man behind it all. I myself play Lightning Storm, the harmonic animatronic themselves. Um, I decided to start a little bit of a podcast while I'm working on getting the whole project up and running, to kind of give you guys the inside scoop as things go and kind of just give y'all like updates here and there. I also have it on video format too. It's not as interesting in video format right now because it's just me sitting here and just talking to the camera. Well, kind of talking to my screen. I'm not really looking at the camera, but for my video watchers, I hope you don't mind my microphone changing colors in front of you. But yeah, this is gonna be probably like one of the shorter episodes of this, just because this is kind of like the first like introductory episode, kind of what to expect, kind of the things I'm gonna talk about, things like that. Grabbing my water, sorry. Sorry if there's a lot of dead space. I'm a little awkward because I feel like I'm talking to myself. I haven't talked to myself on camera in a very long time. But yeah, so I guess today's episode is kind of gonna be like an overview of the project as a whole, and maybe a little bit more about me, because I haven't really talked much about myself, because I don't particularly enjoy talking about myself, but I feel like people are gonna be kind of interested as time goes on, so I might as well kind of get it out of the way now so I don't talk about myself too much. But yeah, so what is the Harmonic Animatronic Project? Well, I'm glad you asked, fictional listener. The Harmonic Animatronic Project is a musical or theatrical music bit that is very heavily inspired by the band Steam Powered Giraffe. Because I look up to them so much. I look up to Isabella Bunny Bennett so much, because we love other trans people in the music media. We love that. We love to see it. But Steam Powered Giraffe has also like just been a huge influence on me the last couple months. Just kind of in general, like it rekindled my absolute love of music. Because if anybody can guess, I'm currently in college for theater, a theater performance. So I like eat up what Steam Powered Giraffe does. I will cover a lot of their stuff while I'm still working on my own stuff, just because it flows with my bit decently well. And also, I love them so much because their music they don't take down if you put it in a video. Like, yes, it's copywritten, but they let people use it. So that helps me get some stuff out to you guys while I'm working on my original stuff. Like, Steam Powered Giraffe will forever be the inspo for like everything I do here. But I don't want to like completely copy them, because I worry that like I'm gonna come off like I'm copying them or whatever if I'm like or I'm ripping them off, when that is so far from the case. Like, I'm literally just like so inspired. But yeah, so back to the actual project. I got off on a tangent. I do that a lot. Be prepared for that. But yeah, the project is it is music over theater, but a lot of it is big performance. I have done theater for years, and being in college made me realize how much I missed the musical aspects of theater, and was the reason I'm now pursuing it. But yeah, the project is kind of my outlet. Because I'm on my third different music setup. I have tried 3 separate times to I've tried 2 times before this one to make it in music, and both have actually fallen through. When I was a senior in high school, I believe. I think I was a senior. I've lost track of time. I had originally started to try and make a band with a few of my friends, and we called ourselves the Necromancers. We tried to be a punk band, but kind of everything fell through because it was 2 of us graduating, and then like 3 of us were still gonna be in high school and whatever, and it just all kind of fell through. But fun fact, one of those members of the band is actually currently helping me with a lot of this project, and hopefully either the next episode or the next episode, we will have them on podcast talking and kind of giving the heads up on them. But I'll let them do their own bit when the time comes. But my other music project was another solo bit, because you get away from the group kind of band stuff, and you're like, I'm gonna go solo. But that bit was originally called The Prodigal Storm, like kind of like the prodigal son, because that was also supposed to be another punk thing, because I love punk music. Punk music is like, for my video watchers, I have a couple Green Day things up on the back of my wall. But yeah, punk is like such a huge inspo for me. Like, I've done a couple projects on punk music. One of my main style inspirations is punk rock, like early punk rock, even though I lean more towards like the goth and the steampunk side of fashion now, but punk is still a heavy part of my wardrobe and made me who I am as a person. God, I got off another tangent, didn't I? This podcast, I feel like, is going to be a lot of me going on tangents and trying to be serious, and then I end up doing bits, and but hey, you're not here for all the seriousness of the comedy of the Harmonic Animatronic Project. God, where was I? But yeah, so this project is my third and hopefully final attempt at the music industry. I feel very good about this one over the other like projects I've done. Like, I feel the most connected to this one. I've actually done the most work for this one. I'm working pretty much every day on this project, even if I'm not like churning out content on the daily. Like, I'm practicing guitar for the set list I have built every single day. I'm writing songs every single day. I have just sort of finished up my first song for this project. Sneak peek in the title, it's called Frayed Wires. But it's almost finished. I just have to like edit some lyrics that I don't really jive with, and then finish like updating the chords and stuff for the guitar, and then working with the other member of my bit that you'll be meeting soon, to work on like a bass line and like other vocal harmonies and what have you, because contrary to popular belief, although Lightning Storm has multiple voice boxes, I do not. And there's only so much I can do live. But yeah, what else is there to this project? There's so much, but there's so much I can't say, because a lot of it is going to come out in albums and all of that jazz. I guess we talk about me. Ooh, everybody's favorite. Well, I know I introduced myself, but I'll introduce myself again. My name is Styrmir, Styrmir. It is the Norse word for storm, which is how I get storm for lightning storm, and also a lot of people in my real life you'll call me Storm, or you'll hear Styrmir, you'll hear Storm, you'll hear, I think that's it, but you'll hear Styrmir or Storm a lot. My pronouns are they, he, a little more leaning on the they. I'm currently a little stuck on labels for my gender. But if you must label me, I suppose I would say I'm agender or no gender. I just prefer my gender to not be perceived. I am just a creature. I'm just a robot. But yeah, I prefer they over he, but he is totally fine. Just don't call me a woman and we're good. What else is there to know about me? I'm almost 19 years old. I'm a Gemini, for those of you who like astrology like I do. I go to college for theater. What else? I'm really queer, if you couldn't tell, for my video watchers. If you can't tell by just the way I look. My hair is dyed. My hair is not actually black all the time. I'm a natural blonde, hence the bandana, because I haven't gotten my hair done in a while, so I'm kind of living in these until I can get into my hairdresser in a couple months. What else is there about me? Obviously, I can play the guitar, and I've been playing guitar for probably about 6 years now. I've been doing content creation for probably almost a decade. I used to do YouTube when I was younger. I've done a little bit of voice acting work. I don't really do much voice acting work anymore, especially now that I'm focused on my own projects. But I did used to do a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's, like fan stuff, voiceovers and whatever. What else? I feel like there's so much like that I want to talk about, but it's also the first episode and I don't want to totally bore you guys to death about like just like I'm so cool, because I'm not that cool. Let me think. There's not like a whole lot about me. Well, I guess until I figure some other cool information out about myself, I can go ahead and start talking about the future of the project. So as it currently stands, a lot of what I have to focus on is rehearsing, and kind of trying to get my foot in the door for some live gigs, work with my friend to like get all of our stuff together, sort of like meld like bass lines and whatever, and rehearse vocals, because they're helping me out with a lot of harmonies, at least live harmonies, because I can only do so much with one voice box, even though Lightning Storm's whole bit is that they have God only knows how many. But yeah, I'm currently in the process of looking into live shows, more like street performing kind of live shows, or just like little gigs here and there, because I'm kind of from the middle of nowhere, so there's not really much around for me to do, which is why I focus so heavy on the social media aspects right now, and also because I'm in school and I will be working, it's not as easy for me to just kind of like do a live show whenever, but I'm really working towards 1 or 2 a week, just go street perform and stuff for tips and like just kind of get the project's name out there. We do have some kind of merchandising in the plans. My friends and I are talking about what we want to do, and the idea of character stickers has been brought up. The idea of signed photographs have been thrown around, kind of things like that, because my lovely friend will be playing kind of a worker style character, kind of like the robot handler a little bit. Like make sure they don't malfunction. We need a show. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. I'm very much in the process of working on the first album. I'm not going to reveal the name of the album or the concept of the album just yet, because I only have one of the songs mostly written, and I did tease the the title earlier if you were listening. I'll quiz you guys at the end. I'm kidding, I promise I'm not gonna quiz you guys. I hate quizzes too, I get it. But yeah, so this project is kind of like my baby. It takes up a lot of my free time, if not like all of my free time. I'm definitely annoying my neighbors with how much guitar I play and how much singing I do. But I do it for you guys because I love you guys so much. But yeah, this project, I hope to really make it something that people want to see more of, because you don't see much of like the theatrical musicians in the public eye, like that are like widely super known. Like obviously Steam Powered Giraffe is pretty well known, but at the same time it's such a, I don't want to say niche community, but it's kind of niche community if you get what I'm saying. But then there's the band like Ghost. Like Ghost is huge and they're a very theatrical band. And like I'm not saying I'll get to like be as big and as successful as Ghost is, because it is a hard goal to reach. But that's kind of the only two bands that I can think of that are like truly the kind of theatrical that I want to portray, that are also quote unquote mainstream. But I want this project to be something that people can relate to. Like, I know I'm saying like, oh, you're gonna relate to a robot. That's not really what I'm saying. A lot of the music I write and a lot of the things you will hear me write about are things that have like happened in my life, or things that I have felt, or just like experiences. Like the album I'm currently working on is a little heavy at times, but that's kind of the concept of just the album in general. It's gonna be a little heavier. Obviously there's gonna be a couple songs that are not nearly as heavy, because I know not everyone is gonna want a debut album that's like so heavy and sad and like depressing the whole time. Like I'm not gonna make you guys sit and listen to my album for like an hour of just like, I'm so sad and life sucks. There's definitely a few songs that are kind of like that, because I want people to feel heard and feel seen and understood, because a lot of the music I listen to it because I can see myself in it. Oh, I'm looking in the camera and I'm slouching really bad. Sorry guys. I'm sure you're getting a lovely angle of me. Sorry. Audio listeners, you don't have to worry about that. Video listeners, I'm sorry. Where was I? God. I guess I'll just change the topic. Sorry. I guess I'll kind of talk about like, I think I have some more details about like the project as a whole that I feel like I need to like talk about. My bit is a little more PG-13 than like Steam Powered Giraffe, that's very family friendly. I say PG-13 because I do curse a little bit here and there, and it's just some of my stuff is going to be heavy, or just stuff that like a younger audience wouldn't totally understand. Because not to spoil too much of my album, but a lot of it deals with love and loss in kind of a heavy way for some of the songs. So it's kind of just like, I don't know how well it would like go over with a younger audience, you know? But that's not to say that like a younger audience can't enjoy my things. Like obviously there's gonna be stuff that they'll enjoy. I'm not like purposefully writing to exclude an entire like audience, but I just kind of write how I feel, and I write the songs that I'm proud of, and I don't totally write for my audience, because I know that the audience for my music is out there and they will find my music, and I don't want to say I don't have to tailor to my audience, because any entertainer is gonna have to tailor to their audience one way or another. But like, I don't want to have to feel like everything I do is for a specific audience. Like, this whole project is obviously both for your entertainment, but also as kind of an outlet for me, for my music, for the things that I want to talk about, for the issues I want to be talked about, or the things that like are a little more taboo, because obviously I'm queer, I'm disabled, I'm mentally ill, like it's a lot of stuff that's like very taboo to talk about, but it's stuff that like should be addressed, you know? But yeah, that's kind of like the main thing with the project. For now, my live shows are gonna be pretty PG, just because of where currently I'll be able to perform. Lots of kids, and I would rather not get an angry parent. But yeah, right now the project is kind of, I hate to say, at a standstill, but obviously I'm in college, and you can see the dorm room behind me for my video watchers. But yeah, that's the fun part about being my age and wanting to be successful, is I'm kind of broke. But like, the plan is to really kickstart this project mid-May, early June. Just kind of full send it, get a better microphone. I love this one. It's very cute. It lights up gay colors. For my video watchers, you might see it kind of look like the bi flag a little bit. But I'm looking to get a much better mic, a real camera, not just the webcam on my laptop or the phone camera, and get some like good editing software, not just like CapCut off the App Store and the free version of that. But this project is definitely not stopped. I know it kind of feels like it, but I had started it when I was like on spring break, so I had more freedom and free time to like record the introductory video and get like the audio and perfect the quote unquote perfect the makeup, get the basic costume. But right now I'm just not home, and I won't be home full time until May. But I will like obviously keep you guys posted on social media and whatever, and I'll probably post like podcast episodes for a while, and like probably rehearsal footage, a little bit more rehearsal footage. A lot of the rehearsal footage is probably gonna stick to like TikTok, Instagram maybe, but more TikTok. And then like the podcast episodes are gonna go straight to YouTube and Spotify, and all that lovely jazz. I'll be putting stuff up on my Patreon as well. I guess this is the shameless plug part of the podcast before the outro. But yeah, I have Patreon, the Harmonic Animatronic Project. Literally, you can pay me. You can join and see some posts, and you don't even have to pay. But like, my tiers start at like $5 a month. I think I have $5, $10, $20, $25, and $40, I think. But each tier has obviously their own like benefits and whatever. Like, I know off the top of my head, the $40 tier, which is my most expensive, you get like so much, and you guys also get like previews of original music before like it's even coming out or like it's even announced. So like, you guys can see the like beginnings of Frayed Wires if you guys have big wallets and can shell out $40 a month to me. Obviously you do not have to, But I'll also probably be posting some of the merchandise up on there as well, so it's just worth it to check it out. But yeah, what else? I'm on TikTok, Harmonic Animatronic Project. I feel like that's how a lot of people found the YouTube channel. And subscribe on YouTube, the Harmonic Animatronic Project. You can also follow me on Instagram, same thing, the Harmonic Animatronic Project. I don't really post much on Instagram, it's mostly TikTok and YouTube and soon Patreon that I'll be posting more and more stuff on. Eventually my Patreon will be the house of out of character stuff. Originally when I started this project, I really didn't want any out of character content just publicly available, but currently at the standstill I'm at, kind of have to let that go a little bit. So taking my beautiful unmakeuped face, and my out of character personality that is much more mellow than my actual character, what you can for free. Obviously the podcasts are still gonna go up. Video and audio, video is gonna go up on YouTube, audio is gonna go up on Spotify, so you're still gonna see some of me out of character, but rehearsal footages, I plan on posting makeup time lapses, costume updates, stuff like that on my Patreon relatively soon, once I can kickstart the actual project. But yeah, for now, you guys are gonna get free out of character content for a while. But once the whole channel gets really kickstarted and hopefully starts gaining a little more traction as I'm able to pull music out, a lot of the out of character is gonna end up on Patreon. You don't have to pay $40 a month just to see out of character content. I believe, I want to say it's the $20 a month or something like that you get all of the out of character content. I don't know, I don't remember, it's been a little while since I've looked at my tiers. But yeah, all of it will be linked in places. Oh, excuse me. A lot of it will be linked in places. I know in the YouTube description, all of my links, stuff like that. But yeah, not really sure what else I can talk about in this first episode. Because there's not really any upcoming projects. I've introduced you to myself. I've given the vague, overall of the project as a whole. Told you where we stand. I don't know how often these podcast episodes are gonna go out. But my goal is for now, 1 or 2 a week, maybe. Just to kind of give you guys regular content. Talking about whatever. Just give the space to hang out, and because I'm pretty sure there's a Q&A function on Spotify and there's a comment section on YouTube. So if you guys have anything you want me to talk about or questions or whatever, just throw them in there and I'll collect them before every episode, and then answer them throughout the episode and what have you. But yeah, next episode will either be just a little more of this, a shorter kind of here's where we stand, or it will be the episode where you guys meet my right hand. But yeah, I guess this is the point where we transition to the outro. So thank you guys if you've made it this far. I hope you enjoyed the very first episode of Inside Scoop of C.H.E. My name is Styrmir, and I thank you again. And I hope you consider coming back for another episode, consider subscribing on YouTube, consider following me on TikTok and Instagram, and if you have a few bucks a month laying around, maybe support me on Patreon or grab some merch when it starts to come out. But with that, I guess I will see you all next time. Bye!
Clefheart Electronics is always on the lookout for new supporters. You can help us out by subscribing here on YouTube, following on TikTok, and even possibly sending us a few dollars a month on Patreon. We thank you for your interest in the Harmonic Animatronic project.